In today's episode of 5 Scary Ghost Videos Caught on Camera. Number 5. Our fifth video is from YouTube Creepy channel, who this time went to an abandoned and haunted house, in which inexplicable paranormal activity has been going on for some time. After arriving at the place, from the very beginning, their attention was drawn to something that was inside.
4명이야 우리? 소리 안 났어. 소리 안 나. 선생님 소리 안 나.
또 소리 안 나지?
왜?
안 갈 거야?
가야죠. 아 계속 소리 나잖아요.
어떡하냐고. 해봐야지 끝까지.
가야. 여기는 똑같은데.
뭐야? 저 뭐야?
어때?
문이 안 보이잖아. 저 뭐야?
어디야?
저 안 보여요? 저 뭐예요?
어디?
아 여기 들어가 봐봐.
무서워.
저 뭐야?
어디?
저 문에 있는 거 뭐냐고.
내 후라시 아니야?
아 저 문에 있는 거 뭐냐고. 내 눈이 안 보인다고 제가 어두우면. 안 보여? 뭐야 저거?
어디가?
아니 유리문에 뭐 있잖아 지금. 안 보여? 아 나 환장하시겠네 진짜.
씨.
어씨 진짜 미치겠네.
뭐지?
저 뭐야 저 이상해. 뭐예요?
뭐지?
아 영화야 일로 와봐. 한국 일로 와봐.
이거 봐봐. 이거 뭐야? 저기요?
저 뭐야? 저 사람 같은데? 아 뭐야 빨리 가.
아 잠깐만.
Just as they entered the building, they saw something strange through the sliding glass door. At first, they thought it was just a white dress that was hanging, but the longer they looked at it, the more they realized that something was wrong. And at some point, one of them even saw a face in a dress, and they ran from there. But after a brief talk, they returned to the place.
문 닫혔어 일로 와봐.
어디?
문 닫혔어. 열렸어. 빨리 가.
오 씨발 열렸다. 나 욕했어. 빨리 가.
When they came to the building for the last time, they noticed that the door is open, and most importantly, the white dress that was previously behind them has disappeared, which scares them enough that they run away for good. What do you folks think about it? What happened to that dress? Was it a real ghost? Or maybe they set it all up? You are the judges. You decide. If you want to watch the full episode, visit their YouTube Creepy channel. Number 4. The next ghost video comes from the YouTube channel Outdoor Xiaolong, which this time with a friend went to a restaurant that had been abandoned for years, which due to its location in the mountains did not have too many customers and was finally closed over 10 years ago for economic reasons. After arriving at the site, they began exploring, and at some point in the investigation, they entered one of the rooms, where they noticed something strange.
我操你妈！哎，好像不对劲儿呢。我操！就找他了。哎呦，长那么好，窗帘不对劲儿呢。我操你妈的！ 操你妈！我没守住吧？啊啊啊啊啊啊啊！我操！我操！
The curtains that were previously closed are in a different position. The flowers that are on the table seem to move. Then they hear a loud noise and they run away. But a chair that has been moved appears in their way. After what happened, they decide to chill down outside and come back after a few minutes. But what they saw next is really scary.
我操！出来！操你妈的！就这屋。出来！出来！老大，老大！啊！我操你妈的！啊！啊！我操你妈呀！啊！出来！出来！老大，老大！啊！我操你妈的！啊！啊！我操你妈呀！
When they enter the building, we see a glass bottle rolling on the ground, and then another bottle levitates and pours water into the cap. But what they saw that night next is even more chilling. At some point, a dark figure appears in one of the doors, which it appeared out of nowhere and disappears without a trace. And when they check the room where it appeared, they find no one there. So, did they manage to record some real paranormal activity, or can everything be explained after all? The final decision is yours. Also, if you want to watch the full episode of this investigation, visit his YouTube channel Outdoor Xiaolong. Number 3. The next video comes from the well-known YouTube channel El PAYASO de la Toledo, who with the crew went to the abandoned mansion, and after the investigation began, the team decided to perform a ritual, during which they managed to record this.
Ya sea blancos o negros, en este momento y en este lugar, yo invoco a todo aquel ser que haya estado en este lugar y que esté sufriendo, esté padeciendo. Este ritual es para darles luz y para que ya no estén en esta oscuridad. Así sea y así será.
Behind their backs, we see a dark figure moving around the property. Is it a real ghost, recorded on the camera, or just a hoax? Choose wisely, folks.
Number 2.
Another video comes from the YouTube channel Epoch Paranormal, which with a team of ghost hunters went to the haunted prison in West Virginia, who managed to record something interesting during the investigation.
Sorry, this camera's got really bad autofocus. It looked like there was a person there. Right there in front of me, it looked like there was a person.
During the exploration of the next cells, we see a dark figure at the end of the corridor that seems to be watching him. What do you think, folks? That was a real shadow man? Or it can be rationally explained? Let me know in the comments below.
Number 1.
The last video comes from the YouTube channel Ahab, who this time went to look for Jinn in an abandoned house where a family lived recently who complained about strange paranormal activity, due to which they left the building. Upon the arrival, Ahab began exploring, and soon after, he saw this.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صارت هناك، صارت هناك، كانت بالغرفة هاي. قدم شوي شوي، طلعوا العتمة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In in one of the rooms with a little girl who seems to be playing and teasing him. So, what do you think? The real ghost? Or rather, it's just hoax and fake? Decide, folks. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one.